I'm a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Right, like you.
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't ever been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Calling has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Roll Tide family, roll Tide. Welcome to the Pickem Show with Mr. Icebox. Right now, Mr. Icebox looking for a place to pull over so he can do the show. He's out on the road right now. He's coming to us via his phone. So basically, we kill a little bit of time for him to be able to come on and break everything down like he normally does for everybody. But welcome everybody. But this time, let me bring on his Icebox main partner in crime on Pickem Show, Mr. A.T. Alabama Tide. Come on down, sir.
It doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
Roll Tide, A.T. What's going on, big man? Good to see you again.
You too, bro. I'm in a bad mood. I'm still mad about Vandy. You said stuff on there, and I know we got to talk quick, but they got that on College Game Day. I want Vandy. We're going to be the laughing stock all year.
Hold up 1 second. Let me do this real quick. We're not allowed to have this on this show. There's no TVMA. We got to be good.
I'm not going to. I'm under control, but you don't lose to Vandy, but I'm good. Whatever we need to do, we can do. I know we got South Carolina, but.
Okay, it's time for the main man. Hold up 1 second. It's time for the main man.
Okay, I thought it should
does put a smile on my face.
There he is.
Lord have mercy. Hey. I'm riding around with dogs. Can you tell?
That's what Rob said.
Yeah, that's what she said. We just had to contend with one of these Ohio rednecks up here. Think they can know how to drive. They don't know jack. They don't know who they messing with an old truck driver like me. we pissed them all off.
Be careful of the wording now. You said no MA today.
That's right. No foul language. All right, guys, let's get started on this thing while I'm sitting still. I went through and watched where everybody stands at, and I appreciate you covering for me, Spencer and AT. As it stands right now, I'm going to start out down at the bottom. We got Hugh Freeze with number 1. Justin is number 3. AJ got 2. Jeff Roy's 1. Bama Red 2. NSJ is 2. Now, the ones that's been playing a lot lately. Oh, let's see. I have got 7. That's terrible right now. Roll Tide Rise Up has got 8. William has got 9. Let's see. And Stephen has got 9. Followed up by George, who's got 10. Let's see. B. Jammin has got 12. Todd has got 11. Mr. Ken has got 10. Let's see. Mr. Jones has got 10. And Jeff Stapleton has 11. That leaves you 2. Let's see. AT has 13. Spencer, you have 12.
Correct.
There we go. That's where we stand right now. So let's see who's closest ones to you guys. That would be Jeff, William, Mr. That's quite a few chasing y'all's tail now. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
Tight. It's tight. We've proven it. It's proven it ain't automatic no more. But the good thing is from this point on, I'm gonna go turn over to AT because he's got his hand up, waving and all that good stuff. Is that I'm just going to go with my heart on it because nothing else is working. Go ahead, AT.
I was just dancing. I didn't have my hand up, guys. I mean, I'm just here it is. Everybody that's on the screen, welcome to the Alabama Tide Invitational. You're contributing my and I appreciate it. So, hey, there is a pickle.
Here we go again. There we go again.
The man, the legend, the champion of the pickle, my
butt for that trophy.
We're going to do it again today, guys. We have a ton of fun. These two guys on both sides of me, they're like you ever watch that show, Three Grumpy Men? These are 2 of them. The third one ain't here right now, but I do these 2 grumps, and I mean they're good guys. I love them to death. What you got, Mr. Icebox?
Huh?
Hey, you're on the road, brother. Let's go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and get into it on the pick, and we'll talk about it. We'll break it down a little bit longer on each one.
All right, here we go. All right, our first outside the box pick today is Ohio State versus Oregon. If I'm thinking right, Ohio State is picked to win by 3 points. It is being played at Oregon's house, if I'm correct. You might want to check on me on that one, AT, just to be sure. I am correct.
It opened up at 3.5, Tommy.
Last night it was 3.
Yeah, last night it was 3.
Well, what I looked on said, okay, we can do 3, whatever the point 3 is that y'all want. So it's 3, okay.
All right, go ahead. What's your pick there, AT? Mr. Number 1, man. What's your pick?
Let's see. I'm going to that's 3 points. There we go. Ohio State and Oregon State. That game is at Oregon, guys, and that's a field goal. But up there because Alton Stadium's real good and they're loud and they have a proud short term, but they have a proud tradition. They got one of the best defensive coordinators in the country, Dan Lanning. When Saban tried to get him, he went to Georgia with that Kirby Smart, and then a few years later they hire him up there at Oregon because he's that good a coach. And so, he's a great coach. It's got a better talent than Ohio State's got a better overall team than Oregon does. Here's the thing. I don't really know how good Oregon's defense is comparatively to Ohio State. But I think Ohio State, they got that Ryan Williams type receiver. He's 6'4", though, on our guy, but he's that one-in-a-lifetime kind of wide receiver. They got him. Damn. Oh, excuse me. I'm having a hard time talking. I got a sore throat. I look for Ohio State to win and to cover, and I don't think it's going to be close. Oregon will score, but I think Ohio State's going to wind up beating them probably by 1 or 12.
All right, let me make sure I understand the rules correctly here so everybody over here understands them too. Right now, Oregon is giving up 3 points. So not Oregon, but Ohio State's giving up 3 points. So if Oregon wins by a field goal, then they win. They win. That 3 points covered. It ain't a tie. It ain't
You
a
got
push.
the wrong one.
Right?
Ohio State's favorite, not Oregon. If Oregon wins,
All right. Let me explain it. Let me explain it, Lucy.
That's what I need because there's been questions about this.
yes,
All
sir.
right. Ohio State is picked to win by 3 points. They have to win by a field goal. Okay? That's all it is to it. If Oregon loses by 2 points and you picked Oregon, you win. If you picked Ohio State, you lose. Okay? That's how it works. That's why we round them up. Like if they say 3.5, Ohio State would have to win by 4. But when they pick to win by 3, so if the score ends up 6-9 and you picked Ohio State, you win. Yep. Yep, that's fine.
Well, what's your pick there, Icebox?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I wasn't too high on Oregon this year, and from what I've seen out of them, they're doing pretty good. And you know how Oregon always tries to play a different kind of football, but it is being played at Oregon's house, and Ohio State really has not impressed me none this year. So I'm going to go with Oregon being at home, win it outright.
Right.
At least by 1.
Well, see, that's what kills me on this one, because neither one of them has impressed me on offense or defense. Defense especially. I don't like Ohio State's defense. I don't like Oregon's defense. I really don't like their offense. Now, Oregon is more road tested than Ohio State. That I will have to admit. They are. But they didn't look good doing it. But everybody's got Ohio State rated number 2, Oregon number 3. So we got number 2 going against number 3. It is the, how would you say it, the home field advantage in this.
That's correct.
And it is them Yankee boys up there, referees. They do have a tendency to get paid off really easy. So I'm gonna have to agree with. I'm gonna go Oregon in the points.
All right,
Oregon in the points.
AT can start bumping way ahead of me on if I'm wrong on this one. I'm going AT. Go ahead.
Do me a favor and write that down, because I got paper, but I can't write it down. I'm sitting here and I don't have a pen in sight. So I got Oregon, you got Oregon, and AT has got Ohio State.
Yes, sir, that is correct. And let me say something real quick on here. Mr. Hicks, Mr. Jones, Mr. Stapleton, Mr. Hicks, y'all all -1 to me too. Y'all gonna fall? Y'all picking Oregon? Did you not hear what the AT said? I said Ohio State, and these people picking Oregon. What's wrong with you? I just told you who to pick. You let the two grumpy old men and sit here and talk you out of. Okay, hey, I'm +1 on all y'all guys. I'm gonna run away from this. I knew a good reason to have a great time. Chip Kelly.
I love to hear you talk that way. Last time you talked that way, I went 3-0.
That's fine with me. It's for fun, you know.
No, it's for $400.
Yeah, like I said, I would not put a dime on this game if I was betting real money. Straight up, I wouldn't. Because I'm not impressed with
no.
team.
Oh, no.
And this has been a good pick, by the way. AT, I'm glad you picked this game, because it's split up a lot more people over here, because it's changed everybody's thinking. That's how people separate in this game.
That's right. That's why we pick it this way.
That's what I'm saying. All
right.
Just remember, this is Alabama Tide Invitational. There's a reason why it's called that. Go ahead, Mr. Icebox.
Yeah, I don't mean to move too fast, but guys, I am on the road, so I'm gonna get the picks, and as soon as we get the picks in, I'm gonna have to get off here. But anyway, our next pick, our SEC game of the week, is going to be Mississippi versus LSU. Let's see here. Mississippi is picked to win by 3.5 points, which means they have to win by 4. It is playing at LSU's house. LSU is 4-1, and Mississippi is 5-1 at home. and 3-1 on the road. I'm gonna let Spencer go off with this one first.
Real quick, is that a night game before you answer that? What time does that game come on? Anybody know real quick?
If it gets dark, I guess it'll be a night game.
Wow.
I don't know.
Nobody told me that was a line item.
Well, you know how LSU plays at home at night compared to day. I mean, y'all should have known this. In fact, y'all don't know that. I'm worried about y'all.
You got hell. I'm gonna talk for a little bit. Go ahead and look it up real quick. But right now we got Ole Miss, who is minus 4 points. They are playing at LSU. No matter if it's night or daytime, they're at LSU. They're LSU's home field. That voodoo crap going on down there. LSU starts the game off 4 points ahead. Give me Ole Miss all day long. I'm picking Ole Miss.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
All right there, genius. What do you think? No, go ahead, AT.
You talk when you say genius, you're talking to somebody else. I don't know who you're. I'm trying to find what time that game starts. Anybody know if that's a night game? I'm trying to.
Well, if you're gonna ask, I'm gonna let me go on. If you're gonna find out something, Ole Miss is playing some good football this year. I know they are, and they're picked or rated pretty high. I know they lost a game, and I can't even remember who it was. But LSU, you're terrible. You are not the LSU of old. I don't know what in the world's going on with you. And you went and got, is it Brian Kelly or Chip Kelly? It's one of them Kellys. I really don't care about which one of them is. You're not the coach that you thought you were. Let's put it that way. I look for it this year. If he doesn't pull off a miracle out of his little rear end, he'll be fired this year. So anyways, Mississippi. I'm going to take Mississippi and the points. Anytime you go down into somebody else's house and you got points on your side, you're telling me something. I'm going to take Mississippi and the 4 points.
So you're taking Ole Miss plus 4?
Mississippi has to win by 4 points.
Yeah.
For me to win.
So both of y'all
they're minus 3.5, right?
They're 3.5.
Minus 3.5.
Yes.
Okay.
In other words, for me to win this this bid here, Mississippi has to beat LSU by 4. So if the score is 10, Mississippi has to win at 14.
All right.
Okay.
That gives it up to the genius over here that's still trying to figure out what time the game's being played.
You talking to your wife? I ain't no genius.
I'm talking to you.
Hey guys, the game is 6:30.
She's a super saiyan. Oh, she's way above genius.
That's what I'm saying. She's smarter than all three of us put together, evidently. Ain't no doubt about it, brother. I mean, that game's 6:30 at LSU. When the sky gets dark and them Cajuns get drunk, it ain't gonna be no fun. I'm telling you. LSU's defense was they started out this year with a bad game against USC. Since then, they ain't lost. I ain't really looked at their schedule. I mean, I know it don't matter who they are that they're playing. If it's at nighttime at LSU, the voodoo is running free, and the home team has got an advantage. These two have picked Ole Miss. They're going to go -1 to me again. I'm going with LSU, and all y'all picking Ole Miss, y'all might as well get ready to lose the game. Because I'm going to tell you, you don't pick against LSU at home at night unless they're playing a top-ranked team. Okay, I know Ole Miss is good. And everyone, what are they ranked now? 10, 11? I mean, they're top-ranked team. But their defense. Go ahead. I'm taking LSU, and I think they're going to just.
I got you.
They're going to dog walk them a minute. It's Jackson Dart. He's still in there in Ole Miss. I thought they knocked him out. No, guys, seriously, LSU.
I got everybody. I'm watching comments now. I got them all up here. I'm popping them up. All right. So we got that covered. Now, go ahead, Tommy, on the Alabama, South Carolina Gamecocks. You want to talk about that one?
Did you you picked Ole Miss too, did you?
No, I picked Ole Miss. It's me and you with Ole
Everybody
Miss.
got their picks in?
AT with LSU.
There's a bunch of picks
Okay.
over the
Okay.
bottom. I think
All
I
right.
got them all.
All right, here we go. Alabama versus South Carolina. South Carolina is coming into Alabama's home. They're pissed, of course. Alabama has picked to win by 21.5, which makes it 22. We are at our house. Let's see. At home, South Carolina is 3-2, and away they're 2-2. So, can Alabama win by 22 points? Well, we got showed last week that what a catastrophe it all could make. South Carolina doesn't never lay down to Alabama. I'm with Alabama, anyways. They always try to play us tough. It's a good game for them, but they are playing at our house. 22 points. That's a toughie. That is going to be a tough one. I hope Alabama wins by 40 points, to be honest with you. But my confidence level right now in Alabama is down. I wished it wouldn't. But are they going to come back and play with a vengeance? I think so. I'm going to pick Alabama plus the 22 points. AT, what do you got, bud?
I was just playing around. Alabama, you don't lose to Vandy. Okay. They're going to be ticked off. They're going to be mad. If they got any kind of gumption in them, if they got any pride, any want to, if they got any idea of how stupid and how ignorant and how bad and how historically ticked this game is going to be. I mean, this is next thing hollering. It's one of the greatest upsets in history. Alabama. I mean, if you don't go in there today, absolutely stomp South Carolina, then y'all have wasted an opportunity because you should go in there and beat them. I'm taking Alabama, of course, by all means. But how do you because they only carried the ball, I think, 11 times. You're not giving the ball. When I gave them the ball, they were getting 5 yards and then busting big runs against Vanderbilt. Why are you not running the ball more? Okay, off that to this. I'm thinking, and of course, that's dangerous. I'm thinking Alabama learned their lesson. I think South Carolina don't have the same aggravation that Vandy had. Vandy was aggravated because Alabama last year when Nick Saban said that about their stadium. So Vandy come in riled up, and we went in thinking we were the best thing since cheese and bread got put together. Excuse me. But Alabama's going to win it, guys. I mean, Ryan Williams ain't the only receiver we got. We got two of them that are hurt, though, so I'm not sure if two of them are going to play. They might hold them out for later in the year. But if we lose another SEC game, that's two, and we're not going to make an SEC championship game. And if you don't make an SEC championship game and you got two losses, your chance of making the playoffs is this big. If you lose today, Bama, it's over with. You better take your pride. You better take your arrogance. You better take your cockiness. You better take your effort. You better take your history. And I mean, blow them out. You've got to do something to get this Vanderbilt kind of in the rearview mirror. And Mr. Iceboxer, if you want to talk, go ahead. I mean, I'm still.
No, it's my pick now. It's my pick on this and now. I agree with everything you're saying on there. We got to have this win. All the pressure is on Alabama. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. Unfortunately, against Vandy, the pressure was on Alabama too, but it shouldn't have been no pressure cooker. That's my problem I got with these 22 points right here. I have no belief in our coaching staff. None whatsoever. When I say coaching staff, I ain't talking about Boyer. Now, granted, I hope Boyer don't come out looking like he got dressed at a homeless shelter before he showed up at the stadium. I know people make fun of that. But Alabama, we are professionals. We look good. We play good. We whoop your ass good. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're all about at Alabama. But with this coaching staff, what they've been proving, let me get you a little ice cream. Oh, you a little hot? Here, take a lick off this. No, that is not Alabama. I am sorry. That is so wrong. It's pathetic. I am taking South Carolina in this game and the points. Alabama will win this. I hope I'm wrong. But this coaching staff has to show me something because they ain't shown me crap since the first half of the Georgia game.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
All right, guys. Listen, I'm going to get off here. Thank everybody in the chat for playing in the game. But I got to get back on the road. So, Spencer, it's all you and AT. Y'all enjoy, and I will catch y'all in here in just a little while, okay?
I'll text you our pick so you'll have it just for backup.
Okay, bud. Appreciate that.
Be safe, brother.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. Take care.
You too.
Be careful, Tommy. I mean, Icebox. Hey,
No,
I'm
we
looking
didn't.
on here. That's talk.
God, I ain't believing you just did that. I can't believe you just did that. You said that T word.
He said that T word. I ain't gone yet.
I apologize. I said I'm sorry. I mean, I will apologize.
You got anything else, AT, you want to bring up in here before we slide up out of here?
Well, Steven on here, Steven, he let me roll back down here. What did he say? Steven Hicks fired you, Spencer. You're fired.
I'm used to being fired, brother. It ain't the first time. Probably won't be the last, but I'm sorry. They got proof. They got to show me what they did against Vandy, our defensive calling. There's a miscommunication. I don't know if they're waiting to the very last second to call it in to the headgear to one guy to get everybody in line before they snap the ball. If that's the problem, I don't know. I don't know if the problem is that they're too soft. They don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, so they won't go in the transfer portal. I don't know. Only thing I know, if you're hot and sweaty and you're got to work even harder, don't set her butt on the sideline, give them a damn ice cream. Give them some Gatorade with some salt in it. Get back out there and sweat some more.
I agree with you. Here's my thought process. Here's the reason I picked Alabama. Last week, everybody asked about it, I said rat poison. Alabama went to number one. I said rat poison. And that's what we got, guys. We got a big old bowl of rat poison, and we ate every bit of it and then some. And we went out there. And if you watch the game like I did and he did and all that, the effort, the relentlessness, the intensity was never there on defense. It's like they'd walk around sort of half speed, and when you watch Vanderbilt, they were wide open. It didn't matter what they do. If they run to the sideline to get off the field, or if they were jogging to get them a drink, well, they were wide open the entire game, and we just didn't seem to care. So we got a big thing of rat poison, and we got reduced, and we got our butts kicked. And now I'm hoping that since they got that big old pie, humble pie, that crow and all that they ate last week, they better, if they don't today, then you might as well write them off. If they don't come out today and absolutely just stomp every living body on that other side of the team into submission and just beat them and run the ball. Hey, DeBoer, run the ball. You got two great running backs, Haynes and Miller, and you got another one, Young, waiting on whatever it is that's going on with him. I have no idea. You got good tight ends that can run ball, line up 13 personnel, and let's just wear them out like they did us, to hold the ball for 40-plus minutes and win the game, but run the ball. And, again, you're going to find out if we got any pride left by how they play today, Spencer. I mean, I agree with that.
I agree with that totally. I'm not doubting my players. I am not doubting my players at all. I am doubting the coaching staff. They're the one that put these players in a position. They come in, they had to teach them their defense, their offense, their scheme, the whole 9 yards, and they're having to wait and shift at the last minute. I'm sorry. I think there's a miscommunication between our players and the coaching staff getting lined up in enough time to affect the play. I really do. The easy fix is you tell your down lineman on the grunt that's on the line there, just push as hard as you can up the field. Go get the ball. Go get that quarterback. Don't sit back here and wait for our linebackers. You go get them. Let the linebacker fill in the gaps that open up. That's how you fix that. I preached this at the beginning with this defense they're calling that everybody has to do their jobs or it will fail. And it's been failing. But, all right, just to recap real quick for everybody that's in here, So if you hadn't had time to, if you wasn't in here for the picks, here's your time. If anybody wants to change them, please go ahead and put it in right now. The first one is Ohio State and Oregon. It's Oregon +3. They are playing at Oregon's home. So that's the first one. The second one is Ole Miss versus LSU. It is LSU +3.5 at home, which means Ole Miss has to win by 4. The third one is Alabama versus South Carolina, coming on here shortly at Alabama, and Alabama is -22 points. So I want y'all to think about it. If y'all change your mind or anybody hadn't had a chance to put their vote in yet, go ahead and do it because Icebox will check this later.
2 things left for me. Anyone get out of here if you want to, Spencer. Guys, I want y'all to look at Spencer's shirt he's wearing. That is a very sharp shirt. It's a cool shirt. It's got BAMA Sports on the left sleeve. And then you look at our model as he shows off and he shows you what it says. I mean, ain't that gorgeous? Nice butt and all that stuff. Fear the tide. I mean,
it covers the flat ass.
I know. That's why I had to. I don't know how much that shirt costs. I don't know how much that shirt costs, but I'd like to have one very similar to it or the same one. Did you order that? How'd you order that? I mean,
I'll send it to you. I've got the package over here. I'll send it over to you where I got it from.
Yeah, when we have our show Tuesday night, then you can bring it up in and let it scroll underneath. You know, I mean, that'll be. I like that shirt, guys, and it's a light fitting shirt. And let's see, the second thing I was going to ask. You know, this year the defense is new and everybody got a new coordinator and all this stuff, all this newness stuff. I said we wouldn't go undefeated because it's hard for a coach to go undefeated his first year. Well, we ain't undefeated no more. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I didn't figure we could. Here's the thing also. I got chest congestion real bad. Please forgive me. If this defense does not get aggressive, and Spencer just got through talking about get penetration, the front defensive line, when you run a 3 or with the 4-2, whatever, they got to get penetration. And if they don't, you're in trouble. I'm looking maybe, hey, let's talk about Jeremy Pruitt. Everybody in the fan section start pushing Jeremy Pruitt's name, pushing his name. All y'all, please. You know, and then that's another thing while I'm talking about this. Let's get our numbers up in here in this, college Pickem and get some friends in here and on Tuesday nights and have fun with this because it's a world of fun. But Jeremy Pruitt, I want to put that in everybody's mind. That Kane Womack can't get any better, and I don't think it's going to get any better because the only thing that's going to make it better is they got to attack. And they're sitting back trying to figure out how to play this defense. They're not attacking. The offense is scoring nearly a point for every minute we got the ball. Or better. We held the ball like 12 minutes, scored 30. How many points was 30? We're scoring. It ain't the offense. It's definitely the defense. So if we run the ball a little more, that will help our defense from being on the field, 40 minutes. If we run it, we can eat a little bit of clock. But against USC today, I think that USC is going to run into a buzzsaw. And if they ain't got pride today, if they don't win good and win big today, you can forget it. I mean, this right here is where you get your butt kicked, and next week you got a chance to come back and prove what you are, Mr. Spencer. So
I agree.
Roll Tide to everybody. And again, I'm going to get a shirt like that. Y'all look at that shirt he's wearing, and be able to tell your friends to come on the shows and watch it because them shirts right there are nice.
Just so y'all know, it's designed like a baseball shirt, but it's really thin and soft. It makes your nipples hard, just so you know. I mean, just letting y'all know. Just on it itself does that. But just give y'all a little heads up. But, yeah, I'll get that out there. And, William, if you would, send me your address, please, sir. But anyway, right now, y'all, we got to get out of here. I got to get my drunk on to get ready for this game at 12 because I don't know what I'm about to see. I don't know if I'm going to be happy. I don't know if I'm going to be sad. I don't know if it's going to be the same old that I'm just going to have to live with and deal with and try to pump everybody up because our coaching staff sucks. I don't know. So, yes, I'm nervous as I'll get out for today's game. I ain't gonna lie about it.
We're going to blow them out. If we don't come out like champions today, you can write the rest. season off because they ain't got a bit of pride. You get your butt whooped by a team you shouldn't lose. The next week you come out and absolutely destroy the next team, or you're not. The rest of the season, just that's it. We're not going to have a losing season, but we're out of the playoffs. If you're ready to get out of here, let's get ready to watch.
Yeah, we need to slide up out here. Let's get out here some great Bear Bryant real quick.
Roll Tide, roll Tide.
You've got to be better in all three areas of life.
Oh, what'd you do?
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at the time, 4 years from now, why,